Hi everybody, how you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. It is time for Opposition Uncovered. Up next for West Ham United is Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. Not a big London derby, and it's against a team that West Ham always favour themselves against. Last season we did the double over them. There was the 1-0 win at Stamford Bridge and then the emphatic 3-2 win at the London Stadium about 5 months ago. But Chelsea have tried to correct a few things since then. They've brought a lot of attacking players in, but as I'm about to tell you, the defence isn't looking so good. I'm going to talk about Chelsea's season thus far, talk about 3 players to watch, a player who is considered a legend at both West Ham United and Chelsea, and then I'm going to give my score prediction. Chelsea are going into this game off the back of 2 straight losses. A 1-0 away defeat to Everton and then a 2-1 defeat to Wolves at Molineux. And the Wolves game was probably the one that tasted the most sour because Chelsea lost that with pretty much the last kick of the game. Chelsea have bought a lot of players over the summer. They bought Kai Havertz and Timo Werner in, both 2 very big attacking options that you were really good in the Bundesliga, and both seem to have had a lot of problems settling into the Premier League. Havertz in particular has faced a lot of criticism. I've seen that recently on Twitter. They also had a goalkeeping problem. Kepa was inconsistent last season and wasn't justifying his world record fee for a keeper, and so Chelsea went and signed Edouard Mendy. Is he any better? Well, judging by the last 2 defeats, it seems that defensive problems are still happening for Chelsea. And to address these defensive issues, although they signed Ben Chilwell from Leicester, they're probably going to end up targeting Declan Rice again. Be prepared for this, West Ham fans, because it's going to happen every transfer window. Rice is always going to be linked with a move to Chelsea. He has played for their academy when he was a kid, and he's good friends with current Chelsea player Mason Mount. It's also believed that Declan still lives in that same area of London. But what we do kind of know is that Declan is probably not going to force a move out of the club, and he's too committed to West Ham to even do something like that. He's not going to do something like what Payet did, hopefully, but Chelsea are always going to come knocking on the door for him because he's such a highly rated defensive mid, and, as it's been put out there, probably the best defensive mid in the Premier League. I think he is the best personally, but being a West Ham fan, that's probably kind of biased. The last time the 2 teams met at Stamford Bridge was in November last year, and it was a very special day if you went to the game and if you were David Martin. David Martin made his Premier League debut at the age of 33 years old, kept a clean sheet, and was following his father's footsteps. Alvin was a big West Ham legend, Alvin Martin, and David made a really big impression on his Premier League debut. And Martin at the end of the game broke down and cried because it meant that much to him. West Ham actually won that game 1-0, Aaron Cresswell with a beautiful goal, and it was a fantastic day. I remember watching it in my bedroom and feeling ecstatic after that result. And it was an even bigger day, obviously, for the Martin family. The first player that I'm going to talk about is someone that Chelsea have been missing a lot. It's summer signing Hakim Ziyech. I say summer signing, he was actually confirmed as a Chelsea player last season and officially joined during the off-season. He is a very quick thinker and a very intelligent player who operates on the right wing, but he can go up front. He has 7 goals this season and is really contributing to that team. The second player is left-back Ben Chilwell, who joined for 45 million from Leicester City. Chilwell is supposed to be England's starting left-back, and he should be making a big claim for it with what he's been doing at Chelsea. Chilwell has been very attacking, and he always kind of has been his style of play. He's a forward-going left-back who is helping the team with his assists and his positional marking on the wing. He has 10 interceptions this season so far, which suggests that he is a really decent tackler. The third player I'm going to talk about is striker Timo Werner. And this one might have a bit of a mixed reaction from the Chelsea fans because Werner has missed a lot of big chances in the Premier League, and he hasn't been scoring as much as he used to in the Bundesliga. He was known for his speed and acceleration as a striker and for his goals. It's quite obvious who I went for as the player who played for both. It has to be Frank Lampard Jr., who followed in Frank Lampard Sr.'s footsteps and also played for West Ham. Frank joined West Ham's academy as a teenager and made his debut for West Ham as an 18-year-old. He spent 5 years with the Hammers and then transferred to Chelsea in 2001. It's where he made his legacy at Chelsea because he spent 13 years there and won 13 pieces of silverware, which included 3 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups and the Champions League. He left in 2014 to head stateside to play for New York City FC and then had a little brief loan spell at Manchester City. He retired as a player, and after that he got the manager job at Derby County, was there for one season before he was appointed Chelsea manager in July 2019. He is a legend of both clubs, like I say, and at Chelsea he became one of England's best midfielders and one of the best midfielders of his generation. He's also Chelsea's all-time top goal scorer. I'm going to say West Ham win or a draw. I don't think that Chelsea are going to be strong defensively. And as I said earlier in the video, they're not a strong defensive team. Kurt Zouma is apparently sidelined for the Monday game as well. Might as well add that in. And that's another big hindrance for them. So on the basis of that, I want to say a West Ham win. And if not, I'll take a draw. Because Chelsea isn't the most dangerous of places to go. Thank you very much for tuning into Opposition Uncovered. I will be doing the aftermath on Monday after the Chelsea game, so you can catch all my thoughts and opinions of the post-game on that video. If you like the video, you know what to do. Hit the like button and subscribe for more content. I'll see you all soon. Take care for now.